I find a lot of people who have major intersectionalities are scared of what society is going to think. It goes back to the paranoia of life, of that people aren't going to accept me, I'm going to be rejected. Intersectionality means that you're standing up for who you are.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
It's the part that makes Tina, Tina. From being visually impaired, to type 1 diabetes, to being a trans person, to being a woman, and severe depression. My name is Tina Reed. My vision is no depth perception, and my world is completely blurry. The biggest thing I missed once I lost my sight, and I lost it suddenly, was the ability to read paperback books. It was such a comfort and love to me to be able to sit down at nighttime and read a couple of chapters from The Lord of the Rings or quantum mechanics. I've been a member of CNIB for just over 14 years now. When I first lost my eyesight, they were there to teach me how to cook again, thank God. That's my love. How to do just basic chores of the life. Now that I've matured in looking after myself, my favorite thing from CNIB is the CNIB camp at Lake Joseph. Yes, there is someone that inspires me from CNIB. When I first lost my eyesight back in 2006, I went to their office in Kingston, as I lived in the area at the time, and they helped me with that day, and they told me they'd send someone to my house the next day, and this gentleman, Armando, showed up completely no sight at all, but managed to teach me how to plug in my coffee maker. What I would tell someone else who's recently lost their sight to some point is it's just going to change how you do things in life. It doesn't mean you can't do what you used to do. I usually spend my weekdays in front of my computer. I love to do research, from cooking shows to the other end of the spectrum of quantum physics. I'm proud to be actually a very good cook. Because I've had diabetes all my life, I have learned to scratch cook from a very young age. The technologies I used for being visually impaired, I use a program called Zoom Text, and I also use speech-to-text on my phone. The most annoying thing I think people do to me, and I'm not the only visually impaired person, is they'll yell at me when they realize I can't see them. You know, I've never had an explanation. I've asked many other people that are visually impaired. It's a stereotype. I can't see, so I can't hear. Do you ever feel misunderstood? All the time. And I love to teach and explain to people what being visually impaired means, or being a trans woman. My family and friends, my family does not understand my choices in life, my intersectionalities. When people don't understand me, I have a scene in my head where I've been on the TTC, the subway, and this young girl's come up and asked me why I have a stick. And I explained to her. But I find adults are more opinionated, where children are inquisitive. If people need to find most information, as everyone says, is Google's your friend. But there are organizations that specialize in sight loss, like CNIB, and there are special organizations for people that are trans, and there are special organizations for people that have mental issues. I think something I'd like to say to everyone is, because we're different doesn't mean we're bad people. Because we have different ideas and different religious beliefs and different intersectionalities, we are still all human. and we need to learn how to get along. The most important thing in my life is insulin. I'm a type 1 diabetic. Without it, I'm not going to be here. You like that one? You'll just say. I am CNIB.